Hello and welcome to another of our interviews with the candidates for the Board of Education in Lincoln County this year. KK Matthews lives in Yawkey and is married to Marcia. They have 4 children. He is a former teacher and has worked for Massey Energy, and he is currently employed with JP Morgan Chase. KK Matthews, welcome.
Good morning.
Our first question. The Lincoln County Board of Education is about midway through the process of regaining full control from the State Board of Education. What should the local board's main priorities be when full control is restored?
The main priority for the Lincoln County Board of Education is to, number one, adopt a mission statement and goals. I think one of the problems that we run into whenever the state came in, they came in because of facilities and test scores. Currently, right now, our test scores are not up to snuff, are not up to par. They are getting better. But I think the initiative has to, basically the goal and the focus has to be on bringing in certified teachers in the content area that we're evaluated on, which is math and reading. And most people are not familiar with the testing, and they don't understand what you're being evaluated on and what you're not being evaluated on.
Okay.
But it's math and reading.
Mm-hmm.
And what we need to do is, because in Lincoln County, we do not have a human resources department. I don't know if you're familiar with that.
Okay.
But in any corporation, you have human resources. Mm-hmm. And we need to make sure that we can go out and find good teachers, appropriate teachers.
Okay.
Now, I don't know if you're familiar with this, but this is new news.
Okay.
Boone County Schools has a $6 million revenue this year.
Okay.
So they're giving every teacher a $1,000 bonus.
Okay.
Okay? Now, we are competing. Our teachers in this county are competing against other teachers and, in other counties.
Mm-hmm.
So what we have to do is, in order to get people, good people, you have to pay them.
Mm-hmm.
You have to pay money. And to bring in new teachers, what we have to do is, because of the state law, because of the laws in the state, you cannot give a stipend to a teacher. But one thing that we can do is, with the amount of education that the person has and years experience, we can give years experience. And that has been, in the past, that has been done for new hires. So in order to increase test scores and get, basically, increase test scores and get certified teachers in this county, what we need to do is look at actually giving years of experience as kind of like an incentive to come into this county, because there is no incentive to come to Lincoln County. Second, what we have to do with this direction and goal, all right, is we have to have parental involvement. When we send our children to school, we don't expect these teachers to, indoctrinate our children, to educate our children, and then send them home and everything's fine. We have to, with the parents in Lincoln County, we have to take an initiative and make sure that our children are doing the homework. Make sure that children understand their homework, and to make sure that what's going on in the classroom, that the stuff that should be going on in the classroom is taking place. And whenever we have that, that's a check and balances. I think that will keep our test scores high.
Our second question. In recent days, lettering was finally put in place on the new sign at Lincoln County High School. As reported in the Lincoln Journal last year, according to an agreement between the board and the contractor, the date for completion of the entire work was given as August 15th, 2009. The contract sum given for the project was $34,200. Does the sign represent good value for the taxpayers of Lincoln County?
I think, the sign it's marketing. It's marketing for the school. Mm-hmm. Okay, that's what a sign is. Marquee marketing, whatever it is. Okay, it's advertisement. Mm-hmm. Okay, $34,000 for a sign. I don't know whether that is a good sum. I mean, that's the appropriate amount of money that you want to spend for a sign. Okay. I don't know who did the contracting. Mm-hmm. I don't know if there were bids. If it was bidded out, if it was, how it was done. Okay. I'm not familiar with that. But $34,000, that's a lot of money. Okay.
Okay, our third question. The newly constituted board will meet for the first time in early July with at least one new member and as many as 3 new members taking their seats. Among the board's first actions will be the election of a board president and vice president for 2-year terms. What qualities would you look for in a board president?
Well, I will look for leadership. I will look for someone who has a direction, because currently, right now, I don't think we have a direction. Basically, you know, with the state control of the school system, you know, the state basically would dictate to the board what needed to be done, what had to be completed. But, you know, instead of fighting, okay, be diplomatic and try to create your own solutions to the problem. And that's you know, as a teacher in Lincoln County, you know, I've been there, and you know, you get nowhere whenever you have conflict. You have to have diplomacy. You have to come up with ideas on your own. And we have all kinds of people in this county who are intelligent people. They're educated people who have ideas. But we need to be able to express our ideas. We have to have someone who has goals. And we have to make sure that we have someone who will, after we set our goals, we set our mission, who will make sure that we can come through with our goals. I propose that whenever, you know, when the new board gets elected, I have an idea. Why don't we donate every paycheck that goes to a board member? See, there's $300 a month that goes to a board member for 2 meetings. Let's donate let's have everybody donate their paycheck to an endowment and give it as a scholarship. Okay, to a kid in Lincoln County High School. All right, that's $18,000 a year. That's $18,000 for the scholarship. All right, and here's the thing: my kids aren't eligible.
Okay.
All right.
Good enough.